Hey, what's up, sharks, traders? Andrew Keene here. I'm in the middle of Old Town. The sun is gleaming on my head. This is where all the bars. You should see this in the day versus the night, because at night it is just utter chaos. Weekends is even more chaos. But I wanted to talk to you about something today, and what I'm talking to you about today is how I trade. So I watch institutional order flow in the option market, so I watch unusual option activity. A lot of times it gets mentioned on CNBC 2, 3, 4 hours after I make the trade. There's a trade today in DWDP where I took some calls, and then it was mentioned on CNBC 4 hours later, maybe 3 hours later. So if you want to get the trades in real time live, you got to join the live trading room community. And that is the best way to get the institutional order flow in real time. Yes, you could get it on CNBC. A lot of those trades are going to happen 3 hours after the fact. So I sent a signal out to subscribers this morning about 9:45 Eastern. Then it was mentioned on CNBC about 12:45. So that's 3 hours after the fact. So if you want your trades real time, stocks, options, you got to get in the Alpha Shark community. Thanks, sharks. Look at this. Dead. Usually it's like chaos.
Hey traders, Andrew Keene here, and we're going to look at DWDP. And the thing about this that makes our service so much different is getting the trades as real time as possible and as live when they come across the tape. So I want to show you a signal that we saw hitting the tape this morning. DWDP, 3.3 times usual volume, institutional order flow in the option market. Some trader somewhere in the world bought 8,294 DWDP April 57 calls for 95 cents. So this is a ripe obligation to buy 829,000 shares of BWDP between now and April expiration. As you can see here, the signal was at 9:49. That is Eastern. This was mentioned on a national news outlet known as CNBC at about 12:45. So this trade's actually down money. I'm not going to sit here and sugarcoat and say this trade's up money. But the fact of the matter is you're getting trades from me personally that are going to be there 3 hours before they are mentioned on CNBC. And you can see here we do have different alert services, and this is one of the alert services here at 3:53. Okay, buy DWDP April 57 calls for $1. Targets would be $1.30 and $1.50. They almost got to that target, and then like I said, 3 hours later they're mentioned on CNBC. So what I can go here and I can go to my option montage and look at a couple things. Okay, DWDP. Now, if we look at the open interest and the volume, the initial order was 8,300. They ended up buying 27,000 total, 27,931. And you can see the open interest was 6. Someone's taking the ripe obligation to buy 2.7 million shares of DWDP between now and April expiration on the 57 strike. These are about $2 out of the money. Another thing we can do here is when we plot this in here, I don't see how high they got. I did not get filled at 130. So they got almost up to 130. Let's put the 15-minute bar. So initially, in theory, if you got that signal, you could have taken them off for 128. That would have been 28% profit. I didn't take any off because I had my target at 130. So I was 2 cents away from getting filled on that target from $1 to 130. So I had a target at 130. You can see here, did not get hit. That actually sold off all day long. I think there's another opportunity. If we see a little bit of weakness in the market, I'm going to look to add to these at 65 cents. So at 65 cents, I will look to add, and then I'll add more at 35 cents. So this is an interesting signal mentioned on CNBC. I put out my trade first to all my subscribers. Then let's get some light on here. I don't know why it's so dark. So mentioned on CNBC, I flagged it at 9:49. I flagged it to the trading room. 9:53, I sent out the signal. Went up 28%, boom to the upside, went back down. So they always say, it's important where you get in, where you get out. So this did increase 28%. Then we can see a sell off. If the market shows some weakness, we just saw weakness at the end of the day, futures were down 25 points from the highs. I will look to participate in this long side. But the fact of the matter, guys, it's not always about winning trades and losing trades. I could sit here and show you examples of a million winning trades. It's about getting these trades in real time live, not waiting 3 hours for it to be mentioned in a major news network or an article tomorrow or an article next week. There's so many unusual option activity trades that I've had on that I made money on And, the news happens 3 days, 4 days, 2 weeks later. So keep an eye on this, guys. Hope this helps with your trading. Stocks and options. Andrew Keen, out.